It always circles back to girls supporting girls. Hey, why the fuck did you ghost me? They're like, aha, she's still thinking about me. Has it made me gain weight and water retention? Girly Whirly Chicken Swirlies, how are you? I've missed you. Happy New Year, happy 2022. This is our first video of the new year. I'm in bed. It is a slumber party girl chit chat, okay? Girly chat. Let's bitch about the boys. I used to do really girly chats on my Instagram stories. It used to be called Agony Ant, so this is somewhat of an Agony Ant where you have sent me your questions, your problems, and we're just gonna have a really honest chat, remembering that we're all in the same boat. Us gals, we gotta stick together. Girls supporting girls always, okay? It always circles back to girls supporting girls. So welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I see you in my likes, subscribes, and comments. I appreciate you so much. I love chatting to you below in the comments. If I don't get back to you in the comments, you can always DM me on Instagram and I'll try my best to get back to you there. So grab your snacks. I know it's not dark out, but we're still on a sleepover, okay? This is our slumber party. Get into bed, get your snacks, get your water. I usually sit and have a glass of wine with you, but I'm actually kind of trying to, I drank so much over Christmas. Didn't we bloody all, just to get us through it, okay? I feel like I just drank my way through 2021. So January, we're just kind of detoxing, myself and Sam. Sam is training me in the gym. We're just that classic January girl shit, okay? This chat is going to be a great way for us to start 2022 because it is a reminder that we are that bitch, we're that bitch, we'll always be that bitch, okay? This is going to be the start of our 2022, no fuckboys allowed. We don't give a shit anymore. We do what we want. We get what we want. We are thriving. We are shining. And this is going to help us. We're going to get through it together, girlies. Okay? I'll see you down below in the comments. I love you so much. I hope you enjoy. Let's go. Okay, let's start off. This is a good one because I feel like a lot of us are on, like, because I question myself this every day. Quitting birth control, yes or no? Girlies, I would love us to create a forum down below on everyone's experience about this because I have been on the pill for years and it's been fine. I've never had trouble with it. I think it's been good to my skin. So first, yeah, I'm scared of coming off the pill because how's my skin gonna be? I don't know. 2, has it made me gain weight and water retention? Or is that just me? So there's all these questions around birth control that you're like, I've been on it so long, like what is my body going to be like without it? So listen, I'm not a doctor, obviously I'm not a GP, so talk to your GP about it. Obviously I'm not going to share what I'm on and stuff because I'm not going to recommend a birth control because everyone is so different. All of us girly pops, we're all so different. So it's not a good idea to base your experience off someone else's experience, but what I would say is talk to your GP and talk to your gal pals. Me and my gals love talking about this. We all share our experiences. I've never done the bar or the coil or anything other than the pill. Like I've been on it years, girlies, oh my god, and it does kind of scare me. So sorry, that was a little ramble and honestly I can't even answer that question, but I hear so many girls coming off it and saying they feel amazing and they're like, oh my god, I was a monster and I didn't realize. Well, I think that'll be me. I'm really worried that I've just been this crazy bitch for years and I didn't even realize. Why did no one tell me? You know? Okay, love this one. Red flags in friendships. How to recognize and have you experienced? Well, first of all, how to recognize a red flag in a friendship is if they're making you feel shit. If you don't feel happy in the friendship, if you come away from a situation with your friend that you went out for coffee or you're at a girl's night out or you're with your boyfriend, whatever, like whatever scenario it is, and you walk away from being in that person's presence and they've made you feel shit, they've brought your energy down, they've brought your vibe down, you're questioning what you said, you're questioning how you came across, you're worried about what they think, you're worried about what they'll do, say, that's recognizing a red flag. It can be so obvious and right in front of you, but you can also be so blinded by it. You can be so blinded, just like being in love with a boy and he's showing you all these red flags and you're ignoring them. We do the same with friendships because we adore them, we love them, maybe we grew up with them, maybe we found them in college, wherever we found them, whatever situation we found them, maybe we feel like they're a huge part of your life and it's really hard to recognize that they're actually just not good for you anymore. So you need to become aware of how you feel with them and after being with them, and also how you feel if you've gone a period of time without seeing them. Okay, that's how you recognize. I had a really good experience in school and college and I've always had really good friends. To me, a huge red flag is if you have to dim your light for them. So say you have really exciting news and you want to tell everyone, so you're like, oh my god guys, I'm preggo. I'm not preggo, I'm preggo, and then everyone's so excited, but you automatically feel the need to be like, oh, but Isabel has her new boyfriend, guys. We're so excited for Isabel, and you start making it all about her. You are dimming your light for her. So for me, red flags is having to dim your light for them. Jealousy, if they're a jealous friend, if they can't compliment you, you know, your bestie should be the one that is hyping you up. being your wing woman. There's a lot of messages in here about your friend going after the guy you like, or whenever you say, oh, he's hot, your friend goes and goes after him. Things like this. So red flags for me is they're a jealous friend. They can't be happy for you if you can't celebrate something about yourself with people without having to worry about them. Like, that's not right, you know? Oh, sorry, let's just do this one quickly. Did you get your lips done? I remember you used to overdraw. Let's not talk about the overdrawing days. Let's just not talk about it. It makes me feel so sick, because obviously I've been insecure about my lips forever, clearly. So I got half a mil done. I've talked about it on here. I got half a mil of filler, and I have the lip flip done, and I love it. The lip flip is like a little bit of Botox, so when you speak, your lip isn't tucking away, disappearing, because that always happened to me, and I love it. And I go to Eden Medical in Dublin. How to forgive someone for cheating when they seem genuinely remorseful. So I've never been cheated on. I've never had to go through that. For me, if the trust is gone, it's not going to work for me. If I can't trust you, it's not going to work for me. So if they've cheated on you, but you genuinely believe that it was a mistake, they're sorry, and you can trust them again and give it another go, do you, boo. I know all your friends are going to be like, don't go back to them, fuck him, blah, blah, blah. But girlies, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta learn for yourself. You might go back and learn, okay, actually, trust is gone, I can't do this. Or you go back and it's better than ever, and you're really happy together. Okay, so you gotta learn for yourself. You know, every girl in the world could be telling you, don't go back. But you gotta do for yourself. That might be a really unpopular opinion, but I just believe that you gotta do what you wanna do what your heart is telling you to do, and you will learn, okay? And yes, your gal pals are trying to protect you from getting your heart broken, and we love them for that. But you also got to live your own life and live through your own experiences. And yes, they might say, told you so. And you say, yes, you did. And thank you for trying to protect me. I needed to learn from myself. How to forgive them, it's you getting over it yourself. If you aren't over it and you go back into the relationship, it's just going to cause argument, because you're going to wonder who it was, what they did, blah, blah, blah. So you just need to sit down and be so honest with yourself and say, can I forgive this? Am I okay with this? Do I still feel respected? Do I trust them? That's what you gotta sit down and be really honest with yourself, girly, okay? If you forgive them, you get back with them, will you let us know? Come back, DM me, let us know, and we can help the other girlies in this scenario, okay? Ex and ex-bestie got together in secret while I confided in her during my breakup. The betrayal. I'm so sorry to hear that. Fuck. We used to always do polls on my Instagram, and that was always a popular one that we'd say, like, who's worse, the boyfriend or the ex-bestie? Sorry, I always say boyfriend, but obviously it can be someone's girlfriend or partner. But I just say boyfriend because in my experience it's boyfriend. Is that okay? You get me. We'll say partner. So imagine your partner and your ex-bestie. Like, I actually think it's more upsetting by the friend. Like, I actually think it's more heartbreaking that the friend did that. Because men are men and men are trash. I'm only messing. I love my soundbite. But like sometimes you kind of just expect it from men, you know? You might be in a relationship and you're like, you know, if anyone's gonna break my heart here, it's them. Because you've given your heart to them, whatever. But then your best friend. So to me, all you can do in that scenario is you're either cutting out the best friend, you're thinking, how could you do that to me? That's not a true friend. Or you might have the kind of friendship that if they're not still together, you might get over it and you might move on from it together. That's another one I'd love to know what happened there. Did you cut them both off? Like me, I'd probably be cutting them both off. But maybe so. I think some girls do move past it and they remain friends. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. What was your first time like, and any advice for someone nervous for theirs? My first time, no. Like, traumatizing. But I'm only being dramatic. It was with my first boyfriend, so I'm lucky in that sense. It was all safe and sound and we trusted each other. That was fine. I bled everywhere, girls. Let's be fucking honest with each other here. Girl, chat. Listen, it happened in the olden days. It's a fucking, it's a human nature thing, okay? So just so you know that, just in case you don't know that, it is okay, okay? But anyway, sorry. Why am I such an overshare? Why? I was 17. 16, 17, anyway. Listen, so any advice for someone nervous for theirs? Do not let anyone pressure you. Do not let anyone pressure you. Do it with someone you trust. Do it with someone who respects you. Listen, if it's already happened and it wasn't the way you wanted it to happen, there's no point in regretting it. It happened. Move on from it. That is fine. Not many people's happens in this kind of fairy tale way. And it doesn't have to. It's not a fairy tale. It's the most, it's awkward. It's awkward and it's weird and it's uncomfortable. And that's okay too. So whatever way it happened for you, it doesn't matter. But for someone going into it and you want to try and have a nice experience of it, someone you trust, someone who respects you, someone who is not pressurizing you, someone who is not rushing you. Do not let anyone rush you. None of that. No one tells us what to do. Thank you. Take your time. Got ghosted after being told we are exclusive. What do I do? To the ghosters, ghosting is the fucking worst. It's the fucking worst. And bestie, I'm so sorry. Being told we are exclusive. But just like, what a coward. What a coward. And how you have to see it, I know it's so hard, but how you have to see it is, if you're going to treat me like that, I don't want you. I don't want that. I do not want someone who is cowardly enough to ghost me. You know, you might be worrying like, oh, is he with someone else? He's only going to do it to them. He's only going to keep doing it. They're only going to keep doing it to the next, okay? They have obviously commitment issues. They have some kind of issues. It's a them problem. It is not a you problem. Girlies, I'll say it always. I'll say it once, say it again. Ghosting is a them problem. It is not a you problem. So the only way to cope with being ghosted is you move the fuck away from it. Delete the chat. Do not be waiting for a text. I would not text them because they've ghosted you once. They're probably not going to reply this time, okay? That's in my opinion. We can have a conversation about ghosting below and we can all give our opinions. But my opinion is do not text the ghost. Why are you texting a ghost? They disappeared. You're only gonna fill their ego more if you're like, hey, why the fuck did you ghost me? They're like, she's still thinking about me. No, we're not actually. Goodbye. So what you do is you go keep being a bad bitch. How to get over your first love heartbreak. Bestie, my first heartbreak ruined me. And then it made me the bitch I am today. Okay? I promise you that. Your first heartbreak will, in hindsight, be one of the best things that ever happened to you. Listen, I'm very open about this. I went through my first heartbreak in first year in college. My dad left and then my boyfriend broke up with me. It was fucking heartbreaking. Okay? That was in the space of like 8 months or something. So it was a shit time, okay? I was going through it and then boom, end of a relationship. And I was destroyed. I was in bed for months. I missed so much college. My sister and my mum were constantly like, get the fuck out of bed. Get over this boy. This is insane. It was insane. Like looking back on it, I'm like, how was I so hung up over this? Oh my God. It led me to my self-love journey, which also comes into another question. Let's combine these here right now because this is how we get over our first heartbreak. So someone said, this is so sweet. I see you as a big sister I never had. I see you as a little sister I never had. I love you. All you girlies out there, you're my little sisters and I love you so much. What advice would you give me to become the best version of myself? So this intertwines with our how to deal with our first heartbreak, because my first heartbreak led me to my self-love journey, and then also intertwines with this. Do you really think self-love is important and how to start the self-love journey? So all this coming into one. So my self-love journey all began because of this heartbreak. It took months of the heart, like I didn't get broken up with and then was like, boom, self-love. It took months for me to cop out of my desperate state and then start investing in myself. I started by reading The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and that really changed my mindset on everything. That is not a book about heartbreak. It's not a book about body confidence. It's not a book about anything in specific. It is a book about the law of attraction, and learning the mindset of law of attraction just changed how I saw everything. And I learned that my inner dialogue was so toxic. I was so mean to myself. I was my own bully. I was my own worst enemy. I grew up believing I was all these horrible things. I hated my body, hated the skin I was in from like the age 10. That's another story we've talked about. Jeepers. Yeah, I just learned a lot about myself. Honestly, yeah, a lot of it was to do with reading The Secret. I really recommend that book if you're into the law of attraction. So to deal with your first heartbreak, feel your feelings. Be in bed. You're allowed to be in bed for days. You're allowed to cry for days. You are allowed to not want to leave the house. But then there comes a point that you can't do that anymore. You're in grieving. You are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to sob and sob and sob. Feel your feelings. It's so important that you cry it all out. Listen to the sad songs and cry it all out. Watch the sad movies, watch The Notebook and cry and cry and cry. But don't overdose on that. Don't overdo it. Give yourself a week. Give yourself a week of letting all the emotions flow. And never shut off your emotions. But after that, you gotta just get up and get productive again. Start exercising. Go to the gym. Whatever makes you feel good. Pick up hobbies that makes you feel good. See friends that make you feel good. Talk to friends that make you feel good. Don't talk to people that make you feel like shit. Don't. Just don't. Talk to good people. Spend your time with good people. Personally, I wouldn't be going on the dating apps. I wouldn't be going yet. I would just do you at first. Maybe you get over a guy by getting under a guy. That's fine. But personally, I would just detox men. do you for a while. When you're ready, put yourself back out there. You go get it, girly. But first you gotta feel your feelings. Then you gotta get shit done. After you feel your feelings, you're kind of angry. And in the angry stage, you get shit done. You get up and you go get them. You're a go-getter, okay? You become a go-fucking-getter. So become a go-fucking-getter. You're gonna be that bitch. You're gonna start being that bitch. Believe you're that bitch. You'll start acting like that bitch. You'll start doing things that make you that bitch. Start making TikToks. Start posting sexy photos on Instagram. Whatever makes you feel good, do it. You have to be really selfish. When you start thinking about them, think, okay, I'm thinking about them right now. What can I do to make myself feel gorge? Do your hair, read a book, bring it back to you. Bring the mind back to you. Bring the thought process back to you. If this is a breakup with a boy, also boys process so differently. Boys kind of think they're like, ooh, a little bit of freedom. They're thinking, okay, this is fine, I'll be fine. While you're feeling your feelings, because they don't feel their feelings. While you feel your feelings, you're feeling shit, they might be feeling okay, then you start feeling okay, and then they start feeling their feelings, and they're like, shit. Stop worrying about them. Stop thinking about them. Stop thinking they're having a great old time without you. They're not. They're just not. No breakup is easy for anyone. No one gets over a breakup easily. They delay the feelings. And that's shit one for them, because we've already processed our feelings. We're living our best life, and you're only feeling your feelings right now. I feel sorry for you, babe. You know? You will learn, and hindsight will show you everything. And girlies, I know this is really difficult. No one's hear this. Time. Time is the healer. And slowly but surely, you realize, oh my God, I wasn't looking at his text today. Oh my God, I didn't think about him all day. That's the best feeling in the world. And you will feel that. I swear to God, you will feel that again. That is the healer. And to answer with being the best version of yourself, close your eyes and envision what is the best version of myself. My camera died. It's now pitch dark. But anyway, what we were saying was, how do we become the best version of ourselves? And what I was saying was, you gotta close your eyes and who is she? Figure out who is the best version of yourself. How does she show up? How does she act? How does she react? What does she do? How does the best version of myself deal with the bitchy coworker? How does the best version of myself deal with being ghosted? So you just want to figure out, what do you love about your best self? Who is your best self? What do you love about her? What do you want people to know of her? It's not changing yourself, it's just finding within you the version of yourself that you're most in love with. Find her. You gotta dig deep, you gotta be honest with yourself. Just find her and show up as her. Once you bring that into your everyday life and think, okay, how would my best self deal with this? That is becoming your best self. You will act as your best self once you are conscious of what you want your best self to be. Do you believe in right person, wrong time? I think this one's really sad. This also comes in a lot. So I'm a believer that what is for you won't pass you. If it's right person, they won't pass you, but maybe they'll come back in a future life, in 2 years time, in another time. Maybe right now they're moving to Australia, you're moving to Australia, you've got a new job and you can't, whatever it is, whatever's making it the wrong time, I do think they can definitely be the right person. And if they are the right person, they will be in your life at some stage. It will happen. Maybe he's moving away and maybe it will be when he comes home, or whatever it might be. I do believe that if they are the right person, they will be in your life when they're supposed to be. I don't know what people feel about that. You can comment below what you think. But I know it happens to a lot of people. It's just bad fucking timing. And I do believe it can be the right person and bad time. And if they're the right person, they will be in your life at some stage. The universe will put them there, okay? Why am I still upset about my ex? I've moved on. What I think this is saying, what I think this is you're not missing them, you're not wanting them, you don't desire them, you don't want to be with them. All those feelings are gone. But maybe you just attach hurt to the ex. Of course you do. Breakups are fucking traumatic. So what you're doing is still harboring a little bit of hurt and that pain, and you associate it with the ex. So I don't think you're missing them. It was traumatic. Maybe they broke your heart. Whatever it was, whatever the situation was. An ex is a shitty thing. No one wants to have an ex. We all have to have them at some stage. Ex-best friend, ex-boyfriend, whatever. But I think the why is because you still attach hurt and pain to them, and that's okay. Your experience was really tough and you don't want them. They're not making you sad. You're not crying because you want them. You will heal from it. It's all about healing from that hurt and pain. You gotta heal. I'm worried I'll be single forever. You know that's not true. I know that's not true. You know that's not true. And I know that you know that's not true. You know that that's not true. That's not gonna happen. You know that you're not gonna be single forever. No one here is gonna be single for forever. Okay, besties? But thinking like this is not gonna help us. We gotta be on the mindset of my person is out there for me. They are in this universe. The universe will send them when I'm ready. You gotta believe it. You gotta manifest them. Don't be begging for them. Don't be desperate for them. Just manifest and just know that the right person is out there for you. A good, loving partner is out there for you, and they will come into your life when you are ready. You are making space. You are ready to receive this human being. So many things about being single came in. I swear to God, girls, so many bits about being single. I promise you all. And I dare you to come back and tell me you've got yourself a bae. Okay? Come back and let me know, because I know you will. How to get body confident. I feel like, okay, the first thing right here, right now, is the fact that that's how you're talking to yourself. Girlie, we're getting rid of that. We gotta get rid of that. I had to get rid of that. I had to unlearn all the toxic, horrible things I used to tell myself. It's all about unlearning. We maybe tell ourselves every day, I hate my body, hate this, hate this. We gotta unlearn that. That is so fucking toxic. We can't do that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. It's not good for us. It's not good for the soul. We're never gonna be happy if that's how we talk to ourselves. We gotta start telling ourselves we love our bodies. Once you just start telling, even if you don't believe it, you don't believe that you love your body. But when you repeatedly tell yourself this, like you did about hating your body, you believe that you hate your body, now you're going to start believing that you love your body. You're going to start saying, I love my stomach, I love my boobs, I love my bum. Whatever it is that you feel insecure about, we're going to start giving it love and giving it good, healthy attention. If your friend told you that, if your friend called you that, you'd be horrified, you'd be so upset, you wouldn't be their friend anymore. So why are we saying it to ourselves? Why are we treating ourselves like that? We would never treat a best friend like that, so why are we treating ourselves like that? So we're cutting it out. 2022 is all about self-love, loving our bodies, body confident, telling yourself you love yourself. You're not happy with how you're looking right now. You still gotta believe that you love your body. I'm so grateful for my body. My body is functioning. My body is healthy. My body serves me every single day. My body is my temple. It's all about the inner dialogue, because you get your dream bod. But it's still not gonna matter if you haven't fixed the inner dialogue. Because even if you have your dream bod, you're not gonna automatically be like, I love my body. You're still gonna find ways to not like your body, because it's what you do in your brain. So now, are we getting this? 2022, we are loving our bodies. I love my body. I'm so gorgeous. I'm so sexy. I'm fabulous. Advice on putting yourself out there for dating. Someone also said, why are there no good looking Irish boys on dating apps anymore? Is this correct? Is this correct, girlies? How do you feel about that? Advice on putting yourself out there. Be yourself, okay? Be your fucking self. There's no point in pretending. On a first date, there's no point in pretending, or even on the apps or whatever, first meeting someone, there's no point in pretending you're someone who you're not, because that's gonna go away and then you've met someone who doesn't vibe with the real you. You gotta meet someone that vibes with the real you, so you gotta be yourself. You want someone who likes you for you. If you're really shy, if you're really quiet, if you're really loud, I don't care what you are. Be who you are, because that's who you are. So you need someone to fall in love with who you are. So to put yourself out there, do the apps if you want to do the apps, go out with friends, take up a new hobby, go to yoga. Put yourself in opportunities where you might meet someone new and start saying yes. Start saying yes. Maybe you think he's too nice. He's too nice. You're going to go on the date with him anyway. You're going to start saying yes. You're going to go on these dates. You're going to experience life. No overthinking. You're both nervous. It's fine. It's chill. Why are we overthinking it? Why are we making it stressful? Dating should not be stressful, okay? Just see it as, this is an opportunity for me to learn and get out of my comfort zone. I'm only going to gain from this experience because I'm going to learn something from this experience. That's all it is. It's not that deep. Dating is not that deep, girlies. Let's start seeing it that way. Dating is not that deep. Have fun with it. Don't date, date. Do whatever you want. But if you are looking to put yourself out there, just be yourself. Do it. Put yourself in situations where you might meet new people and start saying yes to opportunities. Besties, my battery's gonna die. I've been having a mare with this camera all fucking day. I better go. I gotta go. I love you so much. I need to stop talking. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this chit chat has helped. This girly chit chat sleep over slumber party. We'll have another one soon. Hopefully we're going, I hope you're going into 2022 head held high, because we are that bitch. We are that bitch. We're always that bitch. We'll always be that bitch. And I hope you just needed that reminder. I hope this reminded you. I love you so much. Let's have chit chats below. We can comment below. Let's have some conversations. It can be low form. That's fine. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Bye.